So I'm here with Angela at Dewey Library. Angela, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Angela Hackstadt. I am the subject librarian for political science, public policy, public administration and law, and I work out of Dewey Library.
So we're going to ask Angela a few questions today. And our first question is, what is your go-to journal for political science?
Well, I don't really have a go-to journal because I think it's more important to have a solid research strategy that doesn't limit you to certain publications. There's a lot of great research and a lot of peer-reviewed journals, and there's also some really great stuff to find in publications outside of traditional scholarly publishing, like government documents, government reports, white papers, things like that.
Okay, so do you have a favorite database that's offered through the UAlbany libraries?
I do. I have a few of them. For law, I really like Hein Online. Hein Online has a lot of full-text law journals, probably one of the most comprehensive sources for full-text law journals. And it also has a great selection of historical government documents. I've helped a lot of undergraduates in history who are researching sort of the legal and political history of the U.S., and I always send them to Hein Online. For political science, public policy, international relations, I like PAIS International. It has, in addition to journals, it also indexes books, book chapters, dissertations, reports. That's another great database. And I have to give a shout out to our library search, which is on our search bar on our library website. That is a really great place to start if you aren't quite sure which database you should be using.
Could you explain what you think is the most overlooked library resource among your subjects?
I think that the most overlooked resource is me. I'm available for research consultations for undergrads, for grad students, for faculty, for staff. I've helped affiliated researchers, and I feel like I should be a little bit busier helping the UAlbany community in that way. So I would love to help any students who need help in any of my subject areas.
Speaking of those subject areas, I'm a public administration student and I've used your subject guides, so thank you for that. Could you tell other students where we can find your subject guides and what they may include?
Yes, my subject guides can be found under the tools menu on the library's website. I have subject guides in law, political science, and public administration and policy. Then within those guides, that's where you can find my recommended databases and other research resources, including some topical guides that I've made and course guides that may help you in some specific courses. Some of my topical guides include sort of some basic research tips in law or political science, and then I also have kind of more dedicated topics like impeachment, Native American law, and tribal law.
So one of our final questions is asking what you believe that the best tip that you can give to students.
I think the best tip I can give to students is to ask for help. Research is something you have to learn to do, and it takes a lot of practice, and you don't have to do it alone. Our chat reference service is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm available by virtual appointment. You can email me directly. I have an appointment link in all of my subject guides.
Can you share with us what you're reading right now?
Yes, I just started reading How the Word is Passed, A Reckoning with the History of Slavery Across America by Clint Smith.
Lastly, what is your favorite campus library?
I have to say Dewey. It's quiet here, it's peaceful, and it's really a beautiful place to sit and study.
Thank you so much, Angela.